Knowledge is power. Hide it well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris, the brand new Apocalypse DLC. I just unpaused and we made contact with 1, 2, 3 different species. Pretty sure we didn't make contact with these guys last time. So yeah, I think it's 3. Yeah, so, these guys are fanatic authoritarian materialists. These guys are very xenophilic materialists, so... yeah. They're not an immediate threat. These are fanatically egalitarian xenophobes, so isolationist communists, basically. And we will, obviously, need to attack 1, 2, or 3, all 3 of them at some point. Problem being, well, we're kind of a small little cluster of just a few stars, so we need to work on expanding that, and indeed I have put certain plans in motion. I've also... what the hell is this? We, Juvan, are dedicated to the study and conservation of all forms of life in the galaxy. Well, you'll have your contribution. A human pop will be taken from your empire. No. Never. No. I've created this entire thing to protect humanity from the forces of terror and chaos, and you want me to surrender my population to you? No, never. Though, for being honest, that is the correct course of action, is to get on their good side, but shush. I'm gonna investigate some aliens, and I've sent out construction ships to build more stations. So, as that's happening, we could also upgrade a few places here and there. Yeah, we expect our fleet to make short work of them. Build a energy grid here, I think. Well, no. Mining plant, mining thing, whatever they're called. Network, yes. You'd think after like what 4 or 5 Let's Plays on YouTube and God knows how many more in my own time, you'd think I would remember. Now well. Equally, though, my apologies if I sound a little bit off. I've taken some medication. I have a bit of a sore throat and a slight headache, but yeah, that's why I might sound a little bit cranky, I suppose, or whatever an appropriate description might be. Right, so, one throne group. What do you want? Domination, regional governance. You're gonna be happy eventually, but for now, you're not going to be very content with the way we do things. But we can assure regional governance very easily just by doing that. So that'll get your happiness up a little bit. But we'll see how it plays out in the future. So what I would like is a few more Marines. Well, not Marines. We have sorry, we just have the Imperial Guard to rely on for now, but I'd like a little bit more of them, if at all possible. Now, go ahead and secure those resources for me. Thank you very much. And you're doing good work too. There's not a lot of minerals around, which is kind of the problem here. We have loads of energy, not many minerals. Well, we'll see how we can change that in the future, perhaps. I would like, though, another colony ship to be constructed, and I would like you to build a starbase there, or not a starbase. Yes, it is a starbase. Yes, it is. It is a starbase. Right. Now it's a starport. You can upgrade to a stronghold. Yes. Alright. Established communication with the Xura Corp. Ah, traders. Excellent. Hello. Though we already have one of your kind that we trade with, so... Nah. Administrative AI. Now this is a problem. The God Emperor forbade AI from existing, period. Right? AI does not exist, period. 2 of our edicts have expired. And this is true. This is certainly true. What do you want? That's an insult? Alright, we'll insult you right back. Just give me a second. Is it a good idea to insult someone who's superior to me? I don't know. We are kind of far away from each other, though. Where was I going with this? Ah, yes. Now, this much is true, but the AI this sort of restriction is referring to is basically stuff like, I don't know, like the Terminator type AI, you know, Skynet. He forbade something like the AI you would see in Mass Effect, maybe. Not being the Geth, but, you know, like in Andromeda, for example, Sam, or stuff like that, right? The administrative AI is more like... It's somewhere between a computer in Star Trek and some very primitive AI, right? So it's sort of in this grey area. Now, what I won't do is I will not build robots, I will not build androids and go down that path. That's absurd, right? We're not doing that, hell no. But this basic type of... Ooh. That's interesting. Nebula refinery. Starbase building. Fascinating. Truly fascinating. Where was I? Ah, yes. That's not the... that's AI I will never build. But this kind of stuff in the sort of grey area, yeah, to me that's okay. Alright, let's upgrade this, build a mining network there. You're all happy. Now, you gain a level, that's fine and dandy. The colony ship, now this is a 60% habitable world. It's not ideal, but realistically, 60 is enough. I'm going to put it right there. Now, we are going to need to name it something, so give me a second while I do that. Right, this one we will call Avalon. There we go. Now, I could go into details and name them based on, like, the type of what they are and then match that to... But basically, what I'm saying is I could take that into consideration and the distance from Sol and then try and find an appropriate name, but... I mean, it's too much work, to be honest. It's too much work to find out. Alright, it's that distance away from Sol, let's calculate that into the size of the map, and then, yeah, it's pointless. It's cool to have, like, names of 40k planets everywhere, that's fine, but... You know, to have that level of detail is cool, but not very useful. And considering the level of influence we have and the amount of minerals we have, I think we continue to expand our borders and extrude in all directions, basically. Because we can't afford it, obviously. Besides that, I think I'm actually falling behind. I mean, look at how much these guys have expanded. They have loads of systems under their control. Now, I've got to wonder whether they're all mining stuff, because I don't know. I don't think we know that. I think it looks like we do. We do. This one isn't. This one isn't. That one isn't. But they're mostly all mining stuff. So yeah, we've encountered some form of civilization. And we've completed a survey. Okay, where is this civilization we encountered? There. Hello. Ocean world, they're in the... Ooh. Interesting. You're not very different from humans if we give you hats. What the hell is he talking about? I mean, look at them. Look at you give them hats and they're like, they can pass for humans. They're far away to even consider at this point. Though we need to get there in order to invade them properly. But yeah, I think I shall make my living by invading defenseless worlds. I think that sounds rather what's the word I'm looking for? Profitable to me, yes. Seems like a easy well, seems like easy money if we're honest. So this one will pay for energy. And the energy from this one will pay for the research station. I don't know. Well, I seem to expand, but all I'm getting is more energy, which, fair enough, I could trade away, but even that. The Hollow Temple. Now that is. I need to get more tile blockers removed, though. It's always important. Scientist died aboard a ship, no less. Did you seriously die just before reaching... Oh fuck, it's not even before reaching, it's as you were doing it. Alright, well you'll take over, finish the project, and you will get a new dude. Well, you're all useless for this type of job, so... I might as well, right? Fine. Continue. Upgrade ships, 4 of them, alright. Yeah, this... I think the fleet sort of fixed itself. Did it? Yep, there we go, the fleet fixed itself. Believe it or not. There was... I thought this was not going to work, but they did fix the fleets. There was, I think, a patch or something, or I don't know, maybe the game fixed it on its own magically, which, hey, you never know. But I did start a new campaign with something entirely different, a marauding orc race, basically. And there the fleets worked perfectly, and I'm like, huh, let me try it again. And yes, the fleet seems to have fixed itself. Okay. Sure. No, we have a... Well, actually, no, we don't, do we? No, we don't. Alright. Continue your work over there, basically. You... Yeah, go ahead. Get me more science. Science is always useful. And when you're done, you can continue to expand our borders in all directions, however you see fit. No, not however you see fit. However I command you, yes. That's, well, We're after, yeah. Of course. There's a bit of an unfortunate placement, though, because that means that this... Sure, risk it. It's a level 1 anomaly anyway. Basically, this means that this entire sector will have to be... Well, this entire system will have to be a separate sector on its own when complete. Actually, no, it won't. We have... Oh, yeah, expansion tradition finished, so we got this. +2. Fine. Good. Great, even. Construction ships. Not doing anything. Further the glory of the Empire, goddammit. There's plenty of work for you to do. On the other hand, I am making 30 energy per tick. One has got to wonder... How do I, put more of it to use? Because right now I'm... You really die? Voidcraft is engineering, right? Just to make sure. Yeah, it's engineering, so we need someone entirely different for this. I mean, you're terrible, but you'll do, essentially. Now, for that specific task, you did great. Well, mind you, and for the next one, which will either be this or this. Sure. Fair enough. Fair enough. Could use some more food. Could also put down a stronghold. We do want to defend Sol, don't we? Yeah. There's a holy planet for our people. It's sort of in the name, isn't it? So, yeah, fair enough, I suppose. Thing is, you're going to need to stop migrating, though, so damn much. It's not sending out a good message. You keep moving around. Now, sure, it provides a boost to happiness, but... Well, I suppose I shouldn't mind. But then again... Right. Finished. So... What type of world is this? Alpine. That's very... Well, right now, that's pretty damn uninhabitable. But it's not like I need any more minerals. Oh, sorry, it's not like I need any more energy. Minerals I do need. Quite a lot of, actually. These mining stations will go a long way towards producing a greater income of those, but... I need to talk to those traders again. Which were you the ones? Yes. So, what is this strategic resource? Ooh, that's good. It grants happiness. It's really good. Right, you have yourself a deal. Also, like to trade for minerals. You can't do it not monthly, right? Let's just do that. Like fairly low trade deal, but it'll boost this and slightly reduce this. The pursuit of profit. We are not the Ferengi. What is this? This is pretty good. Question is, do I want to rush for planet killers? If such a thing is a possibility. I don't know how to get there, but... Yeah, so, considering I know very little about them, I can't really rush towards anything, but I can do what I think is necessary and take what I would assume to be a relatively short route towards the thing that we're looking for, right? Let's get this. As much as I said we're not Ferengi, it does boost Unity production. And, wait, you're not doing anything. Why are you not doing anything? Sure, there is plenty of work to be done. Yeah, including that. So take care of it. Pretty please. Alright. Specimen gathering. Sure, I think it's just gonna happen. Sort of over the course of time naturally, so yeah, might as well. Mining station, and then this pays for these two. See, this is a good system. This space for these two stations, and they produce 5 minerals extra, so that's actually kind of perfect. What's less than perfect is the fact that I've lost another scientist. So, go ahead and grab one. Yeah, pretty damn good. Excuse me for a second. Right, I just had to open the window a little bit and get some fresh air. Is there... I mean, it sounds like there's a tank outside my window. There isn't. But it sounds like one. Alright. So, Maniacal is pretty damn good. I'm going to take you, and I have a cunning plan. I'm going to take you, put you on board the vessel, the IWS Starbow, and I'm going to have you survey a few of these systems. When you're done, you're going to go and research something that has nothing to do with computing, and you, having accumulated a little bit of experience over the years, are going to go to the ship. You're just going to switch places. Does that sound like a good idea? To me, that sounds like a perfect idea. And we don't want any more ships, do we? Not really. Establish communications, preemptive strike. Yup, this... It hurts to do this. It really does. But that's the way it is. Because if you didn't know, they're actually a really, really good civilization. Yeah, they're pretty damn kind. And if you cooperate with them, it'll yield plenty of benefits. You get their population as well as a proper species, and you can colonize worlds with them, and you can learn to live together, clasp your hands together, and endeavor, and stand the test of time forever, right? To provide some musical references, but you genuinely can. You genuinely can. It's just that, well, we're not in the business of doing something like that. Now, I am getting closer and closer to you. The problem is, you're now stronger than I am. And that is quite a problem. But I'm expanding my borders, my influence, and my everything else, so, hey. Right, these are some of the campaigns that we could have, that we can do. So, Fear Campaign, Xenophobe Ethics Attraction, Education, Recycling, Healthcare. I mean, look, the Imperium of Man is not the greatest of, well, I should say it doesn't have the greatest of healthcare systems in the world, or in the universe for that matter. But, you know, not bad. It's a good modifier. Alright, there we go. What was the jump cut this time? Where I'm pumping drugs into my system as I go along. It's a rather exciting procedure. New symptoms are symptoms are coming and going, I suppose. Is what's the problem? I'm sort of taking a reactionary stance. Let's go with a recycling campaign.
Anomaly found.
Promote recycling in the
Field
Imperium.
engineers have cleared a blocker.
Wow, I mean,
Construction complete.
it's not the recycling you think it is.
Science
Right?
division
It's not a bunch
success.
of rich people, posh rich people in their 30s going out of their way, sorry, to throw glass into one type of bin and paper into another type of bin. Right, this is more sort of, we'll reuse absolutely everything we can because we're living in a bit of a minimalist Spartan society. Mind you, by necessity, not by choice, but still. Doesn't make too big of a difference. There is stuff there that I'd like to kill. And as a result, I'm going to need additional vessels. But I think I'm going to wait
Recon pass completed. Science division
until
report success.
we get... this is a sizable modifier. I think I'm going to wait until we get destroyers to start moving out on stuff like that.
Construction complete.
So, till then... Well,
Construction complete.
you all have your orders, right? See if we can't upgrade anything in some of the colonies. Not really. Yeah. A thing there. There's a thing there. And clear that out. Alright. Currently sitting at around 1,000 energy, increasing, and a decent income in terms of minerals. Mind you, that's with quite a few buffs and the likes. We shall see. Yeah, you two need to merge up. You can't, because this one's at capacity. Yup, there you go. So this is now Battlefleet Sol, and now this is going to need to be something else, and this is potentially my favourite part of that. Whoops. Potentially my favourite part of the Armageddon, I guess? I mean, we don't quite have the Armageddon sector. Doesn't mean we don't need to have the Armageddon fleet. Yeah. What came first, the fleet or the sector? Usually the sector, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. I think Atlas is a planet as well on the 40K, if I remember correctly. I think Atlas is a planet. Not 100% sure, but I think it is. But anyway, yeah, that's the biggest this fleet will get. You know, and for now, obviously there will be stuff in the future, but for now, that's it. It's rather interesting. But tell you what, though, leave that be for now. I'm going to upgrade this to proper
System
Starport.
reconnaissance completed.
And we're going to put something in it. What? I'm not sure just yet, but we're going to put some modules and stuff on it. Salty. We've discovered salt.
System reconnaissance completed.
Sometimes I wonder how we left Earth. I really do. I genuinely do. Sometimes I wonder, how is it possible that at one point in our existence we discovered FTL and left Earth? As a species, you know, God Emperor being there is all fine and dandy, but he can't build 1,000 ships on his own, with his own 2 hands, yeah?
Construction complete.
I don't know. Continue. Continue exploring, please. Queue up some more orders for you, and we'll set it and forget it. As far as the construction ships are concerned, you have plenty of work, my friends. Because we, right now, have loads of influence, loads of minerals, and not loads of territory. So, what I'm saying is, get to it. Should I build another one? Probably. Holy Terror. There we go, construction ship. There's a couple more Imperial Legions. Technically it is correct, if you look at the in-game text. So Mastra Militarum would be
Construction complete.
beneficial.
Anomaly found.
We need to find someone weak. We need to find someone very weak and pulverize them. You seem the kind of people that are going to grow decadent and weak over the course of some time. In fact, most of them seem like that. But sorry.
Construction
Apart from these guys, you seem to be expanding quickly, and you already have some natural advantages. But we'll see. The IWS Syria, the birthplace of the Emperor, if I'm correct, or thereabout-ish. I don't think it was ever confirmed. There is a continental world there. Let's rush towards it. Matter of fact, let's really rush towards it, because there's a primitive civilization there in the Iron Age that we're going to need to
System reconnaissance
invade, and I think I'm going to set them up as slaves or something. Pretty sure that's what I'm going to end up doing.
Construction complete.
Treasury. Ooh. Alright.
Construction complete.
Now we could put a shipyard in there. Tell you what, I'm going to put a shipyard right here. I'm going to put one. And I'm going to put nothing else there. Here I'm going to put another trading hub, I think. There we go. Relatively cheap. Loads of energy. Just all around us, loads of energy. And I'm managing, to a lesser or greater extent, to convert all that into more useful minerals, but
Science Division report success.
I mean, it's a process, and there's loss, right? It's far better to actually gather a lower amount of energy and a higher amount of minerals than to convert between the two, because, well, like I said, it's less effective, but, well, it's all we have, available to us. There's not much we can do about that. Let's get a bigger fleet, because we're at capacity for fleet right away. Right off the get-go. We have minerals to spend, but we can't because we're at capacity. Obviously, getting more pops, getting more planets and stuff like that will increase it, but not enough, because their capacity is superior to mine. Mind you, they do have more territory, but I need to compensate. I need to be able to defend myself. And I imagine they have a higher income than I do as well. We found gold and treasury. Or gold and treasure, which one would assume is the same thing.
Science Division reports
okay.
a new breakthrough.
Discovering money. Ah! A more advanced FTL thing. Planetary FTL inhibitors, Starbase FTL inhibitors. It's useful. Don't get me wrong, it's very useful, but I think I'd just rather have faster ships.
Anomaly found.
Hello? The Kabarian regime. Xenophobic materialists. Well, we have something in common. But you are very weak, aren't you? Supposedly superior in fleet power, but... Do you not have any colonized planets? I mean, apparently not. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I think I have about 3 entire packs of
Construction complete.
tissues. And the trash bin behind me.
Construction
And the
complete.
One. It's weird, the human body and mortality. Very weird. Because before recording, oddly enough, there's relatively nothing wrong with me. Right, there we go. Pirate sighted! Where? I mean, I know where, but... not in my territory, so...
Skywatch is tracking a new enemy fleet.
Ah. What is this? This is a pirate fleet. 4 destroyers, 7 corvettes. Will this fleet be enough? Probably not, but it'll have to do.
Ships refitted.
Go for it. Actually, you could use a little bit of an upgrade, can't you? So we can give it a... it could be a swarm or a picket ship. What is it? These have changed. What do they do? Charge straight at an enemy and try to deal as much damage as possible. Advance to close range and attempt to intercept enemy ships and missiles. Well, you're a swarm ship, so there you go. Save that. Now, the question is it worth upgrading before I charge them off into combat? And I think it is. Let's do it.
Station reports enemy contact.
Okay, send in the fleet. Obviously, the station's going to go down to 1 HP. And knock it out. Which is interesting. They don't destroy it.
Recon pass completed.
I suppose it's balance reasons? Can't think of anything else. Were it not for the fact that they blow up mining stations as well, this would be a non-issue.
Mining station lost to enemy action. Research
Well,
station
unless you're
lost
at
to enemy
war,
action.
then yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, for the most part, that's a non-issue. And that's where their base is, isn't it? Okay. Well then. See if we can't intercept them and get rid of this menace.
Construction complete.
As we've called it. There's no way you're getting out. Apparently there is a way you're getting out of here on time.
Engaging enemy station.
well, we'll get to see some type of combat, so I suppose that's good enough. Oh yeah, the cruiser staying in the back, of course. Actually very useful. The fact that it's in the back means it won't get damaged. It will sustain very little damage. And yes, we want to keep our best ship alive, I think that goes without saying. We're doing great so far. A single ship. And indeed we haven't. Huh. Right, great work. I'm going to repair everything, and yeah, alright. Obviously you'll have some work to do when all this is done, but that's okay. Should get the scientist to research that project. That'll provide a healthy boost in income. We are closing on each other.
Construction complete.
Fleet power is equivalent, technology is equivalent, their capacity is larger though, so... I don't know, we did lose a few ships, but... whoops! Note to self, turn your phone off when recording, and here's hoping Nurgle lets go of me for the next hour or so. We've established, that's irrelevant, we've established communication with Republican SKRL, xenophilic spiritualists. There are two gateways. That's interesting. Alright. Let's go and... we have stuff to do, right? We have places to conquer and stuff to do. So let's do it. Well, you might as well, right? Spread our mighty wings. A little bit, as it were. And am I reinforcing all the stuff that I was supposed to? One would assume that I am. No? Yes? Maybe? It is already at full strength, but seems to have 12 out of 13 longest class corvettes. Oh, and the Admiral died just as he reached port. Oh well. Increased weapons range. That's relatively useful. And yes, I'm perfectly aware that we are losing food. Do not worry. Your pretty little heads about that. That's under control. Famous last words before utter starvation and the collapse of the entire empire. Well, you know, there's a little bit of truth to that. But no, we genuinely do have control. Ah, there you go. So the fleet is at full strength once again. The fleet is whole once again. I kind of want to take out these guys, but I mean, as long as I can go around them, it's not really an issue, right? So, I suppose we keep things the way they are right now. Okay, well, I should go to speed 3. Yeah, I noticed something was particularly slow.
Special project complete.
Okay, yeah, let's observe this. Conduit for whatever. Yeah.
Permanent communications have been established with an alien empire.
Huh. Oh, the hideous. Go away, go away. Go away, hideous.
Construction complete.
Where are you?
Special project complete.
What sorry region of space do you occupy? Oh, I should never have clicked it. Look at them, superior in every way to us, apparently.
System reconnaissance completed.
What do they know? I mean, there's the thing. I do have some influence to spare, so I suppose I could, like, get more unity or something. Sure, let's get more unity. This might not be the worst idea in the world. This might not be the worst idea in the world. This is pretty damn good too. Sure, let's do a fear campaign.
Science division report success.
And research.
Construction complete.
Stations.
Construction
hey, we get to build
complete.
destroyers. Alright. Now, I really like carriers, but now's not the time for them, I don't think. But I think I want autocannons. Yeah, I'm gonna get autocannons. They look incredibly cool. Do I need a better reason? Well, one would assume yes. So their reason is they're kind of gonna replace this. Right? So we're going to put coil guns and auto turrets instead of the level 1 lasers. Destroyer, on the other hand, though, is much larger and a much more serious ship. So, we put a medium gunship bow and a gunship stern on it, with coil guns and 2 small red lasers. Put some shields on it, some ceramic plating, more shields, yeah, more shields, and I'm going to boost its power because, well, there's not much else we can do. Artillery will stay at range and fire its long-range weapons on the target. So what? Let's put an artillery bow on it then. Let's make it an artillery vessel. Loads of shields, bit of armor. Make it an artillery ship. I don't like the names of these. Let me change them. So, this is a Claymore class vessel. This is a Viper, I believe, is one of those, but that's a missile destroyer. I guess. What's the long-range destroyer called? Well, long-ish range destroyer. I don't really have them. But so this is very permanent. This is very temporary. That's the opposite of permanent. Very temporary because this is going to change. But for now, I need to look up a name. Give me a second. A Cobra. Yes, not a Viper, but a Cobra. Can understand the confusion between two as well, natural. Yeah, the Cobra's probably the closest to this, because the Viper is a missile destroyer, so no, it doesn't destroy missiles, it fires missiles, though it can destroy missiles too. Point being, it's not this. It's a different design. It's a very different design. This is closest to the Cobra. I think those are the only 2 classes of destroyer in the Imperial Navy, to the extent of my knowledge. I think everything else is like a frigate or a light frigate, or technically it's something else. Claymore is the only type of corvette they have, and the Viper and the Cobra are the only type of destroyers they have. Mainly because the Empire doesn't really have a lot of use for small ships. Well, they do, but they don't have a use for a variety of small ships, you know what I'm saying? So there's only so many different classes and concepts and stuff you can put on a light ship. They prefer that bigger stuff. hands on it, obviously. So, there we go. The Cobra Destroyer. And we're going to build one of these. I would assume, yes. Here we go. We're actually going to build... well, one of these. Okay, yes. Okay. Go on. Well, tell you what though, I think this has been quite enough for this episode. We've had numerous interruptions and, well, I think it doesn't really matter if ultimately at the end, but I do need to take a bit of a break. So, thank you very much for watching. I will hopefully get a little bit better and record some more later. Until next time, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.